The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rodgers. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A.J. Green. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. AT Gator. I got 2 pop. Let's go.
They'll run it now. This is Charcandrick West. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
It's a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Hill. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They'll run it with West. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Hill dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, exit.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Green 18.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Strip that ball.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one goes for 24 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mind.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, it's West. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
50, plant.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Ready?
Hill on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
58.
Hey, box truck.
On 2nd and 12, Hill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Hill, catch made, it's Moreau. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. They'll run on first down. West. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Off of play action. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Move. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Blue 58.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Returning is Peppers. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On the draw, this is Wentz. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
1st down, Redskins.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
61, Matchbox Light. They don't want it. Alpha. Don't want it. Snap.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Lets it fly for Thielen. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And now and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. They'll run here with Ingram. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run again here with West. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
They would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
This is West. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's West again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill escaping the pressure right. He's got the Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard.
There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 8, read.
I know he ain't got it.
They begin here with a run by West. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now West. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Set, ready, 50, play.
First down, Washington.
On first down, it's West. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look...
There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Go.
Rodgers now to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On first down, it's Hill. Setting up the screen for West. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On first down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get 300. Get 300.
57,
Here's Rodgers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
50.
57's the mic.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
318.
I got it. He's coming. Double up.
319.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's got this down to the 35. The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
319.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Hill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Hill, Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Inside.
Rodgers throwing here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks.